So thank you for having me. We've been proud to partner with the Kurdistan Regional Government since 2007. We have been producing gas since 2008. We've steadily increased that production. It started with 80 million cubic feet, and we've increased it in increments, and we're now producing between 400 and 500 million cubic feet per day, which is providing about 85% of the electricity in the Kurdistan region. And we're also producing LPG and condensate, mukathafat, which is the like fine light oil. We're proud of that investment partnership. We're growing. We are doing an expansion project now, which will add another 250 million cubic feet per day of gas, inshallah, by next summer. That will further improve the electricity provision. That gas is already committed to the KRG, to the local power stations. So, and the gas by displacing diesel has had great environmental benefits and economic benefits for the local economy and the government. Yes, so alhamdulillah, as part of our efforts, we're not only investing to produce gas, but also what's called appraisal, understanding the fields and how much gas is there. That involves drilling work, seismic, and upstream work, exploration and production work. So we have proven up more than 15 trillion cubic feet of gas with potential resources of 80 trillion cubic feet of gas. So there is more than enough gas to meet the local needs within the Kurdistan region, and our aim together with the government is to get to 24/7 electricity. And already the Kurdistan region is supplying electricity to other parts of Iraq, and we are in discussions to supply gas also to other parts of Iraq. It's telling that, you know, for many years the only electricity generation in the Kurdistan region was from the dams, the Saddo Khan and Darbandi Khan, which actually my grandfather, as Iraqi Minister of Development, more than 50 years ago in the 1950s, installed with His late Majesty King Faisal II, and they were the only production of electricity within the Kurdistan. The Kurdistan region was relying on the rest of Iraq for electricity. Now we're seeing even the opposite, that the Kurdistan region, some power stations which are operated by local investors in the Kurdistan region are already supplying some electricity to other parts of Iraq. So through the use of gas for electricity, we can achieve, inshallah, the 24 hours of electricity, as well as reducing the CO2, the emissions of carbon, which is, of course, good for climate change.
Gas in Iraq.
Yeah, so the flaring of gas, which is a tragedy, as Prime Minister Sudani has said, is more than 2 billion cubic feet per day. That's happening in the south, actually, in the Basra area. And the reason for that is, as the oil production increased from 2 million barrels up to now nearly 5 million barrels a day for Iraq, so the al-ghaz al-musahab, the associated gas that's produced with the oil, has also increased. And this is why there is so much flaring. So there needs to be a concerted effort to capture that gas, because methane, which is the main ingredient of the natural gas, is 80 times more of a greenhouse gas than even CO2, even though it lasts much less in the atmosphere. So it's not only a wasted resource, it's very bad for the environment. Alhamdulillah, we don't have any flaring of gas and it's actually against the law in the Kurdistan region. We reduced our even leakages and emissions to almost zero. It took us 5 years project. Now it's 0.12%. And then we offset the remainder to achieve carbon neutrality or net zero across our production since 2021. And also the gas, by displacing diesel for power generation, has not only saved lots of money for the government and the economy, but it is avoiding more than 5 million tons of CO2 emissions into the atmosphere every year. The desire to export the gas is something that the Iraqi government has also, stated as a goal. As I mentioned, we have proven up enough gas to to meet the local needs in the Kurdistan region, and power generation is the first priority. And then the rest of Iraq is also an important priority. And then you have industry, which is creating local economic development and job creation. There are already industrial zones, for example, in Bazian in Kurdistan region, and there are cement plants and other plants which can use natural gas instead of liquid fuels, and is better for the environment, it's more stable and can be affordable. And in the future, inshallah, there will be surplus gas from Kurdistan region, from Iraq, to be able to meet international markets.